Good afternoon, everybody. I want to welcome you on this Chamber of Commerce beautiful afternoon to the Capitol to help us with a very, very special economic development announcement with the Governor. I'm Grant Wainscott, Director of the Clayton County Office of Economic Development and Film, and on behalf of our chairman, the city of Morrow, our community, we are so grateful that you take the afternoon to come and listen to this incredible announcement. We don't want to steal the governor's thunder by any means, but this is extremely important for Clayton County. We have a large representation of our community here who's excited to hear about the news. And this is really just the beginning of the economic transformation that we're seeing in our community. Over the past 9 months alone, we've made a number of major new industry and existing industry expansion announcements. Several of the larger ones included a new $18 million state-of-the-art distribution center for H.H. Gregg, a $10 million new regional operation for materials handling giant Briggs equipment, and a $6 million green recycling plant for the construction industry that will help keep millions of pounds of construction waste out of our landfills. With the incredible economic activity we've already seen in Clayton County, just since the international terminal opened up to the I-75 side, the preferable side in our opinion, it essentially created a new front door to the world's busiest airport. And then the ensuing announcement that we all gathered here 2 years ago for the Porsche North American headquarters at the northeastern borders. The activity that we've seen already is nothing compared to what we're seeing today and what we're going to see over the next 12 to 24 months as the economy is finally really coming back around. And this announcement today is indicative of that. From an unemployment rate high of almost 13% in July of 2011, we've been working collectively as cities and county, private citizens and businesses, local and regional economic leadership to reposition this community for the economic turnaround we all knew would come, and come it has. Our April 2014 unemployment numbers tell the story of a consistent and marked decline from that unacceptable high in 2011 to an 8.3% rate, a staggering decrease of 4.7% in less than 36 months. But we're not stopping there, and our work is ongoing. For the first time as a community, we're working together for a common cause to make Clayton County and to help Metro Atlanta and the state of Georgia become a welcoming, strategic, and profitable hub for international trade. The announcement today comes on the heels of the launch of one of the most important regional economic development alliances ever created in this area, the Atlanta Aerotropolis Alliance. The alliance was created to help better leverage the world's busiest airport for the benefit of its surrounding communities. And as you'll hear from the governor in a few minutes, this project is inside the Aerotropolis geographic target area and is just the type of major corporate investment that we're looking to attract as a region. So before I say any more and steal his thunder, I'm going to introduce Tom Croto, who is the Deputy Commissioner for Global Commerce for the Georgia Department of Economic Development, who's going to introduce the governor. Tom? Thanks.
Thank you, Grant, and good afternoon. On behalf of Commissioner Chris Carr, who unfortunately could not be here today, I am excited to be here today to celebrate this great news. I'd like to start out by thanking our project team, our state project team that helped to make this project a success. So first of all, Grant Wainscott with Clayton County Economic Development and Film. Thank you, Grant. Lindsay Martin with Senior Project Manager for the Department of Economic Development, and Brenda Robbins, Senior Project Manager with Georgia Power Company. It is an honor to introduce Governor Nathan Deal today. We are so fortunate to have a leader, such a great leader at the helm. A leader who has helped Georgia become the most competitive state in the nation, according to Site Selection magazine just this past month. A leader who knows what it takes to attract leading global companies to Georgia. A leader who has helped to create 95,000 jobs and over $16 billion of investment for the state of Georgia since taking office. Please join me in welcoming 82nd Governor of Georgia, Nathan Deal.
Well, thank you very much, Tom, and thanks to all of you for being here today. This is indeed a great day. It's a great day for Clayton County. It's a great day for the state of Georgia. You're going to hear me say this continually, and that is, it does pay off to be the #1 state in the nation in which to do business. It is the kind of incentive and attraction that brings jobs to our state. And certainly today is no exception to that. This announcement today, as you have heard from the preliminary statements, is in a county whose unemployment rate has greatly exceeded the unemployment rate of our state as a whole. So these are jobs that are going to be very welcome to this community, and one of which I am exceptionally proud that we're having this opportunity. So here it is. This is the announcement. Chime Solutions, an Atlanta-based outsourcing firm for business processes, will locate to the South Lake Mall in Mora, and the result will be the creation of 1,120 jobs in that area. This announcement should bring hope and opportunity to that part of our state. We think that it will be a precursor to other things that will follow soon behind. I am proud of the working relationship that the State Economic Development Team has had with the local economic development team and the elected leadership of this county and the cities that are involved in this process. Now, one of the reasons that I think this location was selected was that, as you will probably hear, they recognize that this is a state where we have one of the top 10 largest call center workforces in the state of Georgia, in the United States. And this is important because if you have the qualified workers, then it will make a business such as this very successful. Now, I have the opportunity of introducing to you someone who is really responsible for making this happen, Shelley Wilson, who is the CEO of Chime Solutions. She's been starting and growing businesses in our state for many years. Yet she still invests in Georgia because of the top-notch business climate of which all of us are very proud. We take it as a good sign when somebody brings a business to our state and then decides to bring even more business to our state. And that's the case here. From a startup company to a major company, we certainly value the time that Shelley has given to the state of Georgia and to the creation of these kinds of job opportunities. Please join me in welcoming Chime Solutions CEO, Shelley Wilson.
Thank you, Governor Deal, and thank you for coming out to support us this afternoon. I am Shelley Wilson. I am the CEO of Chime Solutions, and we are very excited to be here this afternoon to make this announcement. To that end, since this is a family-run business, I'm going to introduce my son, Ryan Wilson, who's on my management team, and he will give you the specifics about the jobs that we are creating.
Again, we want to thank Governor Deal and all of the different state and local officials that have been so supportive of our business. We could not be more excited to expand our footprint into the state of Georgia and specifically into Clayton County and the city of Mora. We're currently renovating a 65,000 square foot facility located in Clayton County, and once the renovation process is complete, we anticipate being able to offer just north of 1,000 jobs. Those jobs will be anywhere from entry-level positions to senior management positions, and we expect the hiring process to begin as soon as the renovation process is complete. Again, that'll be in the next couple of months. Together, this team has over 75 years worth of experience in the customer call center space, and we could not be more prepared as a woman and minority-owned business to bring that experience to Clayton County. One of the major points of emphasis for this team, both past and present, is to create an exciting workplace for all of our employees. So we invite anyone that's interested in joining our team to please consider doing so once we begin the hiring process again in the next couple of months. Again, thanks to Governor Deal for this exciting opportunity, and I'm going to turn the podium back to Mr. Wainscott.
Thank you, Ryan. What an incredible project you've undertaken, and we're so grateful for your decision not just to locate in Georgia, but to locate in Clayton County and to locate in the city of Morrow. It's my honor to introduce my chairman, my boss, one of my 5 bosses, all of whom are here today, so please say nice things about us. Commission Chairman Jeffrey E. Turner. Chairman Turner is a staunch advocate for growing jobs and investment in our community, and among other things has really helped lead the effort for our cities and county governments to work together for positive growth. And this example today that we're here to celebrate is a perfect example of a community, a city, and a county working together to land something huge for the whole region. The chairman has quickly and absolutely most deservedly gained the moniker of the Economic Development Chairman, which we're very proud about. The chairman began his career with Clayton County as a patrolman in 1987 with the Clayton County Police Department. 20 years later, he was appointed as Clayton County's first African-American chief of police. And in 2012, he was elected by the citizens of Clayton County to be its chief elected official and began serving as chairman of the Board of Commissioners that January. Needless to say, his first 18 months in office have been extremely busy and very productive, and he's looking forward to welcoming you all back to Clayton County for the upcoming announcements we're going to have throughout the rest of the summer. So please help me welcome Commission Chairman Jeff Turner.
Good afternoon. As the governor stated earlier, this is a great day for the state of Georgia and definitely a great day for Clayton County. I would like to thank the governor and the department, the Georgia Department of Economic Development, for their continued support of Clayton County and for attracting quality jobs to our state. It means a lot to us. Another thanks goes out to Chime Solutions. Thank you for choosing Clayton County. Thank you for presenting us with an opportunity to grow and to be great on the south side of Clayton County, and this is only the start of where we're going. I would also be remiss if I did not give a thanks to my own Economic Development Department for their hard work and their support of this project and helping to make it happen. Chime Solutions marks a major turning point for corporate employment on the south side. This project represents 1,100 new jobs, and not just any jobs, but jobs with livable wages and great benefits. Chime Solutions could have moved their business anywhere in the state of Georgia, but they chose Clayton County. This is an investment in the core retail corridor along I-75 at South Lake Mall in the great city of Morrow. Thank you for what you do, Mayor. At a time when we are struggling with a shift in retail and working tirelessly to reposition ourselves as a primary lifestyle shopping area on the south side, this project gives new direction and attention to the true value of this corridor. The significance of this investment in human capital is not lost on our community, and we are very grateful to Chime Solutions and excited to welcome them to Clayton County. We look forward to a long and successful partnership. Your success is our success, and we're working towards that end. So again, welcome on the behalf of the Clayton County Board of Commissioners to Clayton County, Georgia, and we look forward to the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. It's now my pleasure to introduce the mayor of the great city of Morrow, my former employer and home to our Economic Development Office. This project is squarely in the city of Morrow, and that's not lost on this community as well. This is the economic and cultural, educational, and business hub of the Southern Crescent, and there is no better place than the city of Morrow. Mayor Burke took office in 2012 as the first new mayor in the city in 16 years, which is quite a feat. He too has come into office at an extremely exciting time time for a city with the recent acquisition and plans for revitalization of South Lake Mall, which was a recent announcement that we made as a community. The rapid growth of Clayton State University, the reopening of the state archives to the public, in large part thanks to the governor and the great staff here, and so much more. It's really a great time for Morrow. The mayor is passionate about business, particularly attracting quality employers to this city. And Mayor Burke, I think you accomplished that today with this announcement. So if you'll please come to the podium. Morrow Mayor J.B. Burke.
I have a test question. I'm the mayor of the city of Morrow. How do you think I feel? Governor, I'd like to thank you very much for all of your support. Thank you. Very much. Thank you, sir. Chimes, thank you very much for your support. I appreciate that. Chimes Corporation brings, because of the foundation of the wages, they can have a true quality of life. This is not a minimum wage position, and this is so important to the quality of life for the people any people that work, and not just in the city of Morrow, but anywhere. And I have such great respect for that leadership that you've taken with that. And Morrow itself is just such a wonderful place to live, with the corridor of 75 and the proximity to the airport, the South Lake Mall itself, the new acquisition there, and I've had a wonderful opportunity to meet with the Vintage Group out of LA. Great people, spending a lot of money to turn that around, and great things are happening in the city of Morrow. And it is because, Governor, of the support that you have continued, and not just with this project, but the governor was a strong advocate of saving the Georgia State Archives, and we have it continued in Morrow. I can never thank you enough for that, sir. Thank you, sir. So with that said, thank you, everyone, and I'll leave you with this. Come tomorrow, today. Thank you.
Well, thank you all for being here, and thanks to all of those who participated in this announcement. We'll open it up now for questions.
Can we get a breakdown of the 1,100 jobs? How many are full-time and then have the wages for them?
I'm going to let y'all do that.
We're going to have both full and part-time positions. The wages will be commensurate with the projects that we will be starting. So the jobs are entry-level jobs up to executive-level jobs and mid-management jobs.
Any breakdown of how many of these are part-time now?
The majority of them are going to be full-time. I'd say maybe 10% will be part-time.
Can you give us a salary range, though? You know, what do they start at?
It actually has not been established yet, but it will be at least $10 an hour for the entry-level jobs.
Will it be located right in the mall or adjacent to the mall?
It's in the mall on the second floor of the mall.
We get an idea of how much economic incentives the state offered, if any, for this deal?
Well, we were afforded the same economic incentives of any company that would be coming into the state of Georgia.
Governor, the EPA proposed rules on emissions came out today, and some groups are saying that it's going to have an economic impact on Georgia. You share that view, and what impact would it be?
If you don't mind, I'll be glad to answer that question, but we'll do it separately if that's agreeable with you. We'll stick to this particular project for right now.
Governor, we heard a lot about how the hopes for this project, how the hard-hit Clayton County area. What do you think? There's the Aerotropolis project, there's maybe hopes for Marta at one point, there's of course Fort Gillum. I think you see this as part of a larger resurgence in that.
Absolutely. And I think that is, of course, the vision of the chairman and the mayor and all of the other representatives in the General Assembly, as well as others who have worked very hard to try to revitalize the Clayton County area. There are great potentials that are in store for Clayton County. You've mentioned a few of them. And we expect this to be a vibrant part of the economy of the greater Atlanta area. And this is just one of the steps that is going to be not the last step but perhaps the beginning of many other steps that will follow. So I think it is an indication that, first of all, it does pay to be a state that has the right policies, the right tax policies in place, the right regulatory policies in place that creates the environment for private business to not only come, but for private business that is here to grow. And that is, I think, one of the major contributing overall features that we're going to build on it. It is manifest today in this particular project. But as you hear other projects being announced, both in Clayton County and in other parts of the state, it is that same firm foundation of a good business climate, good tax policy, good regulatory policy, and a good workforce. That's what businesses want, and we're proud that Georgia has the distinction of leading every state in the nation in all of those categories. Thank you all.
Mr. Turner, did the county offer any incentives to this company?
We're very fortunate, and I want to recognize our state delegation, who's many members of whom were able to be with us this afternoon. If you'd raise your hands. Thanks to their tireless work and the Department of Economic Development and DCA, Clayton County is a Tier 1 community from a state tax credit standpoint, and the only Tier 1 in Metro Atlanta, and that is a real selling point for companies like this that bring a large number of jobs in. So there are defined tax credits that the company receives by being in a Tier 1 community, and that was something that we were able to offer the company in conjunction with the state and with DCA.
Can you give us a figure, a dollar figure?
Typically, the tax credits are up to $4,000 per job for up to 5 years. For each new job that's created over the second job in a calendar year. So if these jobs were to all come in, in a 12 to 24 month period, they'll certainly ramp up, and I don't want to speak for the company. But that's one of the primary reasons that we've seen such large job announcements come out of Clayton County since the Tier 1 status was granted 2 years ago. And you'll see the other announcements featuring a large number of jobs as well.
Great. There was proposed opportunity zone for Laurel and City Park. Is this company going to benefit from that?
That's a great question, Kurt. If you didn't hear the question was, there's a Tri-Cities partnership that the mayor is helping lead with Forest Park, Lake City, and Morrow along the Highway 54 corridor. It is an intention to help galvanize and partner with the communities along the major commercial corridor and retail corridor to create a joint development initiative which would result in an opportunity zone. Since we are a Tier 1 community, the opportunity zone tax credits are very similar. However, there could be other jobs that could be eligible under the opportunity zone that might not be under this program. So it's particularly great for retail, which is why we're so excited this is at the mall.
So they can get those tax credits from the state tax credits?
No, there's typically there's a limit to the tax credit that any one company is eligible for. But if we at some point aren't a Tier 1 anymore, let's say, and there are other jobs that come in that are related to this, not directly with this company, they could benefit from an opportunity zone. So it's something that the cities are looking very, very seriously and hope to try to have that wrap that up, Mayor.
You're working on it as you speak.
Yep.
How quickly could these jobs come? How quickly could these jobs come to Clayton County?
So we anticipate the jobs coming within the first calendar year of opening the center.
Where do you guys be doing the hiring?
So all the hiring will be done on site, and we're very excited about that. So the space that we're renovating, that's where all of the hiring processes will occur.
And this is the former Jason?
It is.
All right. Thank you all for being here today.